So let's...
Oh, that was it. That was what
Okay.
you wanted to... Sorry. I just remembered.
So, time to start it on up.
All right.
Woo! Dirty Nerd Hands podcast
Number
one.
Number one podcast.
Numero uno.
Welcome to the first episode.
Excuse me while I go. Number one. Dirty Nerd Hands. I am your podcast co-guest, Will, the Frankfurter Blanton.
I'm a co-host too. I'm Curtis.
And we got our brand spanking new host.
It's me. I'm Alan. I'm just so honored to be on the first podcast.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that our grandkids will probably talk about.
I'm infertile.
Great. And we have
Congratulations.
our other co-guest host, chiming in all the way from...
New Orleans.
I'm from New Orleans.
Yeah,
Okay.
you could be.
I could be.
You can be whatever you want.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the name?
Brandy.
What's your New Orleans name?
I hadn't thought that far.
Okay.
It's just Brandy
All
right now.
right. That's pretty French.
So here on episode number 1, we're gonna talk to you about a lot of stuff. The pubes on my screen are real. What were we gonna talk about?
Space games.
All right, but first, last time on the Zeroth podcast, we played some Freedom Planet. This was to kind of give people something to look at if they were enjoying our meaty podcast on YouTube.
Chunky.
And I gotta say, it went super, super horrible. We just kind of zoned out and played a video game.
Yeah, it was great.
But basically, we all took turns playing it. What'd you think, Alan?
I don't remember the game, but the discussion was great.
Yeah, I agree.
I remember the game. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I agree.
Super fun.
Yeah, it was Freedom Planet. It was a lot like a Sonic game in a bunch of ways, and a lot not like a Sonic game in others. I thought it had a pretty interesting flow to it myself. I think it got cut up on the same kind of flaws that Sonic does, though, where it's like
Kind of like a one-trick pony
you're
almost.
super getting off on going super fast.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're going super slow.
But then, like, a lot of the bosses are just like, just do your spin dash, fast attack,
Yeah.
and then that's it.
Cool
But
boss designs, though.
Still fun, yeah.
We really enjoyed it. We tried to see who could get the furthest.
Well, that was you.
That was me.
You got the furthest.
I got the furthest.
I got the second furthest.
Alan got
The third
last
furthest.
So I'm still a bronze medal.
Yeah, well, you know what bronze got you. We're challenging each other to these games, and the loser has to be punished. So, I guess it was 2 weeks ago.
Not a week ago.
A week ago, maybe 2 months ago. I think it was last year.
Like in the 90s.
Yeah, Curtis said, "Guess what? I got you. Your punishment is," and all of us together now.
Have your nose surgically removed.
So, what was that experience like?
Well, it ruined my professional career. It ruined my relationship.
Right.
And
Alan, by the way, everyone, Alan
go into
got most of his income being a
Face model.
professional nose modeler for commercials.
ruined. I can go now into any Waffle House bathroom, though, and it doesn't bother me. I
Right.
don't even smell anything.
Just like a trucker. So maybe that's a profession you can look into to supplement your now income of $0.
Well, I have actually picked up a speed habit since because I was depressed. So
How do you do
works out.
speed
Yeah,
if you
how do you
can't
do
snort
speed?
it?
There's other holes
Right
in
through the eye hole.
Wow. Okay.
It's dedication.
That's an America's Got Talent right there.
So, next topic. Space games. Everybody loves to hate them.
What?
I mean, everybody likes them. So, what are y'all's favorite space games?
See, like, space games to me are just shoot 'em ups.
Right.
But my favorite was Gyrus on the original Nintendo. It was like a kind of a it was a shoot 'em up, definitely, but it was like a circular. Like there was no like up down thing. It was just like
kind of an asteroids kind of thing going on.
No, not even that. It was just like you were a ship, and like you couldn't go forward or back. You would just go around. Like you could only like do like a dial, and like your enemies would come in like swirly
like
patterns.
Tempest.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
That's pretty rad.
But it was like really the only space game I had at the time, and I was like kind of obsessed with it for a while.
Cool.
Like you just go around and shoot enemies. You like I played it so much that you could just like know where they would appear on the screen all the time. Just go to that point and just blast them all. It was pretty fun.
What about you, Alan?
Well, there really is only one space game that I've enjoyed, which is kind of why I wanted to talk about the space games that I would like to play. And it really shouldn't even count as a space game, but I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's called Star Fox 64. And it's a little silly when I say it, but the premise of the game is that you are a fox flying through space to save your solar system with your friends, a frog, a rabbit, and a falcon through space. There are lasers, there's love, there's hate, there's relationships formed.
Do you remember on the bus in the middle school, old names have been changed to protect the guilty, no skin jam, the boy with the rubber skin
On the bus?
Okay, so I guess he wasn't on our bus, but I remember trash talking him on the bus. Or no, I think he was going over to your house, definitely not mine. And he was telling us that he could make, what was the big gun from Star Fox 64?
Oh, this guy. Oh man, I don't remember exactly what
it's like. The Groupon photon torpedo or something.
Was it on the tank or the ship or the plane?
I have no idea.
So a big laser.
Yeah, it's like the big gun in the game. The big fictional gun in the big fictional game that No Skin Boy would tell. I guess it seemed like he was bragging to me that he could make it out of a Coke can.
In real life?
In real life.
He also said he could build a hovercraft.
Yeah. Which I think he first started describing as a UFO.
That makes sense.
What was it? It was out of like a lawnmower?
Yeah, and stolen things from a military base.
Oh, sweet.
Oh my god, this guy.
Cool.
This guy would write, I guess it would be called fan fiction now. But back then, it was, he was writing films.
Yes.
Screenplays, by the way.
And it was like a Godzilla monster, right? It was like...
Yes.
I said it like
Paragon.
I'm him. Like you're talking about me.
Actually, technically a screenplay.
I know, but I just want to clear the record. The story is not about me.
Well, now that it's in the air, Curtis would write these stories.
I remember one specifically. It was about a Godzilla monster, which he claimed was not a Godzilla monster, but he described it as a Godzilla monster, and it had the exact same name.
Baragon.
And how in his kind of auteur film, Baragon would attack the school during gym class, and this is the part where I stopped listening, so I can't remember the specifics. But if I had to paraphrase, it was like, Baragon came to the school while we were playing baseball. Nobody picked me for their team, so I was alone. But guess what? I could hit the ball 500 feet in the air, and that's exactly what I did, hitting Baragon right in the eye. Baragon got upset and grabbed the prettiest girl in school, Ashley. And guess what I did? I went right up to him, and I beat him with my proton lasers.
Wow.
He tried to cast the prettiest girl in the school. I remember this, and she politely declined to be in his
Wow, he's
film.
got some cojones.
And,
What a kind girl.
But it basically ruined the project. He had the proton laser ready, but she wouldn't be in his film.
So now this asshole is probably making like a new Star Wars movie or something.
Well, we need to be careful, though. I remember one thing he said that he could build also was a cloaking device, and
So he could be here right now.
And he hand clones.
If you're here right now, knock twice. If you're not here, knock only once. All right. Wow. Crazy stuff, guys.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. So anyway, Star Fox 64.
I have another Star Fox 64 story from middle school.
All right.
This one is great. In my middle school gym class, which was one of the few gym classes that I was not in with Will.
Right, because you weren't in the 9th grade henceforth.
But yes, in this gym class, I sat in the back and watched every day as this one guy and his little friend, they were in a Star Trek club. And
Nerd.
And one was the captain, the other one was the Star Trek deputy. I don't know a lot about Star Trek, but basically he made this kid his bitch, and he would boss him around, and he was really mean and just condescending to this kid.
Were they playing Star Trek? Like, did they all have ranks and stuff?
Yeah, and it was just those two. And, like, basically this little kid just followed him around and was just at his mercy.
Yeah.
So I felt bad for the deputy, and I thought that he should not be mistreated like that. So I came to school one day with my Star Fox 64 player's guide.
Not nerd shit.
Yeah, cool shit like Star Fox 64, the player's guide, official Nintendo player's guide.
Boom.
I pulled this kid to the side in a moment where he was separated from the other guy, and I told him all about the benefits of being in the newly formed Star Fox 64 club, where he got to be a co-captain, a pilot of one of the ships. And
I like how you were like, man, that's bullshit how that nerd is treating that nerd with such disrespect. Hey, nerd, come join my club where you can be my co-pilot.
No, he wasn't my deputy. He was the co-captain. Everybody was a captain. Okay. He had an equal rank, and he could do whatever he wanted. I basically freed him from the clutches of the mistreatment
The violent
from
nerd.
So
That's nerd guilt. That's what they call that.
So the Star Trek captain got really upset because I robbed him of his friend to free his friend. And after about 2 days of this, he had finally had enough. And we were out by the track, and we were getting ready to do something gym-related. I don't know. And I turn around, and here he was, nose to nose with me in my face. And
Well, you pointed
to where my nose used to be, okay?
Just wanted to point that out.
Just okay, that's too soon to... Anyways. So he was nose to my former nose in my face, and he was upset. And I said something like, "Are you okay?" And he said, "At least I have male genitalia."
Oh!
And I
Slam!
said,
It's a double burn. Genitalia is not referenced to males, and genitals is the males.
So anyway,
that was almost my comeback. I wasn't very slick.
Were you just like, huh?
Well, we had a little skirmish. I think we were fighting, but it was more like a tuffle, like he grabbed my arms and we jiggled a little. It was like a bit of a wrestle.
So it's like a kind of like a fat middle school fight where it's just like fat boy boobies bouncing around.
We were almost basically hugging and like dancing. We were like hugging and twerking a little bit.
Like 18 adults walked by and they were just like, I don't know about this public display of affection.
Well, eventually the track was down this hill, and that's where we were all headed. And he lost his footing, and I gave him a little shove. He rolled down the hill,
died.
Well.
On the spot, brain exploded out.
It was on the news. But he was okay. He got up, and all the teachers came rushing towards me, and I thought for sure I was going to be suspended for fighting. Mm-hmm. And they ran right past to some other kid who had hurt himself, like a real problem. And that was it. And then Star Trek.
I like to imagine that this other guy was like on the ground screaming in pain, and the teachers run by him to help somebody who was like, I stubbed my toe. Like an adult stubbed their toe.
Well, at the end, the conclusion, I think the kid went back to the Star Trek club, but after that, I feel
Not
like
ready for the drama.
He was treated a little nicer after that, and that was the end of the Star Fox Club. Yeah.
Oh wow.
My most poignant memory from middle school, Jim, was this is great because right now the podcast is basically us trash talking nerds from middle school, and then this memory pops into my head of you and me in middle school gym out by like the auxiliary basketball courts. Like all the cool kids were playing on the real basketball courts or something, and we were like off like in the shade or something, throwing the basketball, maybe not getting it past the hoop, and every time we'd miss, we'd go, rebound, 500 points.
But the best part is that like one or two people were trying to play with us. They were really angry.
So, I guess my favorite space game. I don't know. FTL's a pretty fun space game. But I think my top space game of all time is the Star Wars Vector Arcade with all those vector graphics.
I don't know if I played that.
It's crazy good.
Are you in the cockpit of like an X-Wing the whole time?
Yeah, and it's got like the fourth dinghies, with the little curlies at the end of them.
Oh, from the movie.
The wings,
Oh.
The wings have like the sticks on them. And it looks like Pringles on a barbecue stick. You gotta do the trench run. Let's talk about the trench run for a second. How do they make the little light bulb on things go down into the hole?
Yeah, you're talking about the proton torpedo,
right?
Well, that's Star Trek, but I think they call them something.
That.
Yeah, I think
they're
call
just
them
like
that.
whatever, fuck it.
Yeah,
proton, whatever.
Yeah, like the first time I saw that movie, like they go up, like they're not shot into the hole,
right?
Like you can see them like curve around it and like being kind of like they're sucked in.
Yeah,
is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
When I first saw it, I was like, "Why is that?" I was like, "Did Luke like manipulate the protons with the Force to like make them like change direction and go inside?" What do you like? Is that a plausible explanation?
I always thought it was just like they had like the drawing already of the ball of the space station, the Death Egg, and then they just had like the line going down to the core, right?
Yeah.
And so then they were doing the trench run, and they were like, "This is the most baller spaceship fight thing ever recorded on film. This is awesome." And then somebody's like, "How are we going to make the torpedo? Like, what's the point of the trench? Like, why not just come straight at where the hole is?
Yeah,
and just shoot it straight in the hole, or like shoot it from like hundreds of miles away."
I think it's because like all of those like anti-aircraft guns were on top, like on top of the trench, like on the border of the trench, so they couldn't do that.
Right, but regardless, you could have shot it from miles and miles away.
maybe it had to be with like the force of the torpedo. It had to be like close range, so like they could like because they said the hole was it was like 2 meters wide or something.
Still, that's like the biggest. That's like the part of that movie where I'm like, I don't believe this anymore.
That at the very end.
Yeah, I'm like, whoa, well, great. Now I know this is all fake.
That's actually bothered me for quite some time, and I've always just reconciled it with it was the force.
I think that's what George Lucas did too.
Can't you just watch it as a movie?
Didn't right after that it explode in fire in space? Is that
actually in the original,
it
was just tiny little sparks that went everywhere. So
was that what like the remake?
It is. No, it is. It is kind of like a goofy like jump cut of like a full Death Star, and then it's just like a frame of like nothing, and then
I don't know about any of that stuff. I was in the Star Fox Club.
It was just like Star Trek, fucking nerd.
Are you
Star
telling me,
Wars?
Like, this like vector thing was it all vector graphic?
Yeah. So like it's all like just kind of like straight bright lines on the screen, so it's not like pixel.
Yeah. It's kind of cool.
It looks so good. It still looks super cool. I think it was like one of the first arcade games I played as a kid.
Yeah.
Like I just have these weird vague memories because I didn't know what Star Wars was when I played it.
Yeah.
And then I've played it several times throughout my life, and each time I'm like, but I'm gonna play this and be like, this game's bullshit. But every time I play it, I'm like way into it.
Cool. Does it have like the UI from the movie where it's like beep 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 and those like two like things are like coming together, like beep 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 like that?
I think there's like
you know
the beep 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 beep.
Yeah.
I think it's like on the cabinet.
Yeah.
If I remember, I don't know. It's really weird. It might have a little bit of that in the game itself, but I don't really recall. It's just all these cool like vector line things that look really cool.
Is the game just the trench run?
Yeah, and then I think it starts over and it's harder or something. Because I played it in arcade this past year, and I beat it and I was like, wow, that was quick. And I just started doing it again and I was like, oh, cool. And I think I might have beat it in a second time, and then the third time I was like totally overwhelmed. So I think it just gets harder.
Okay.
But yeah, space games. No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
What do you think about that?
I'm looking forward to it. I'm pretty excited about it.
You've been following that, Alan?
Never heard of it.
You might dig it.
It's like an open. I guess the point is like it's just a sandbox flying space game, but it's. I really have no idea what kind of engine they're working with or whatever, but it's going to have like 8 quintillion planets that you can visit, and the planets are as big as like real planets.
So before you describe this, let me describe my perfect ideal space game, and this sounds like it could be it. Because this is what I want. I want you to start in a world, I don't care if it's a developed world or like an open world, and you have to you start like naked, and you have to acquire enough resources to build a custom ship,
clothes,
and then you just fly around space
naked
in your naked spaceship and just explore the universe.
Yeah.
And then you can go to different planets, and some are dangerous and some are not, and you can mine in them and fight space battles.
I think this is exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. All right, we're done here.
You start off on a planet, and you have to like, I really don't know what the premise of the start of the game is, but like you get a ship, and like you can fly, and like it takes you can go into like the stratosphere, and then like in the outer space of that planet, and then you can fly to the next planet and like fly through its atmosphere and like land anywhere on the planet. And like each planet has its own like ecosystem and like nature and stuff. It's wild. It's super crazy. I think like there's like a motivation factor where it's like this like government thing. You can like either agitate this governmental entity where they try and like hunt you down and stuff, or you can like go to these remote planets where you can avoid them. There's some kind of like story-based thing with it, but really the whole game is just fly around and explore stuff. And there are aspects of like dogfighting in space and like space battles and stuff like that.
See, I wonder how that works because space is so vast.
Yeah.
How will you ever run into anybody? And also, are you able to go faster than like real speed?
Yeah, I saw a demo of it like this past E3 where it's like they go into like warp drive and like they can like travel really far distances really quickly. But they said it's not going to be like a multiplayer thing where you can like buddy up with people, because you can tell your friend like, oh, meet me on this planet, but like you go to the planet and it's like it's planet size, like you have to find them on the planet, so
that'd be awesome.
It's virtually impossible to like do anything with a friend, but you will definitely like meet other people who are playing on at the same time.
It'd be fun if they just used GPS coordinates on planets and space GPS.
Well, they don't have those don't have satellites yet.
That's true.
Yeah.
Alan, you should go home and.
All right.
You should check. I think there might be a Humble Bundle going right now that's like a space game bundle.
Oh.
And there's a game I've been meaning to play. I actually own it already, called Star Maid, I believe. And I think it's kind of like I mean, there've been several of them, but I feel like it's kind of like a Minecraft in space kind of thing going on. It looks pretty interesting.
What's it called?
Star Maid?
Star Maid.
I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. But so my dream space game, like there's been games where like, you know, you get your ship and you can customize your ship and you can go do whatever you want, and there's all this stuff to do and there's all these factions and all that crap. My dream space game has always been like being able to get up out of the cockpit and just walk around your ship. You know?
That makes sense.
Like if you were like, hand solo, you'd be able to walk around and just like fiddle with your junk.
I think you can do that in No Man's Sky as well. Like when you land,
That'd be great.
When you land, you can just get out of it and like walk around it.
But like, I think like one of the things I dislike about most space games is you're like, all right, I want to be way over there, and like in order to make the game actually like fun, like playable, you can't just like warp everywhere, you know, like because that would essentially, I mean, it would be like basically giving you a cheat code that would make the game less rewarding, I guess. But so the flip side of that coin is just like having hours and hours of playtime just spent like sitting there like almost at the next warp gate.
Oh, you mean like Wind Waker?
Wind Waker,
right? Yeah.
Exactly.
So like I want to like get up and like walk around the ship and go to the bathroom and like watch space TV and play space chess and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And use your blaster helmet.
Another thing that pisses me off about space games is the idea that like you space combat is like pointing your ship at your target and shooting it.
Uh-huh.
You know, like that seems so ridiculous if you're in space. Like I feel like there's got to be a better way to do it where it would just be like, you know, like you have to upgrade your radar to a point where it can detect like cloaked ships or whether a ship belongs to a hostile faction, and then it doesn't matter where they are in space, like in your quadrant or whatever, but like you would just be like target these assholes and blow them up. And like the interesting thing would be like,
there's like no wind or friction in space.
Right.
It's just everything. If you're gonna shoot something, then it's gonna go in a straight line.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like then you got to worry about like, well, that means like I have to have like decent shields that could like absorb laser fire or whatever, and that would like eliminate the danger from like small arms laser fire from like across the planetary system or whatever. But then you'd have like also like guns with like real physical bullets and like missiles and stuff, and like there'd be different ways to defend against those. And then you could bring all kinds of cool stuff into play, like have kind of like naval ship style battles where like, oh, my port side is damaged, so I'm gonna like maneuver around so that my other side of the ship is taking fire, and that's also where like most of my physical cannons are located. So it would be like this crazy, like
very strategic.
Yeah, like wouldn't that be great? But instead, it's always just like point your triangle at this triangle.
Well, they treat like space dogfights like World War II
dogfights.
World War I or World War II dogfights is just that's not how space works.
Yeah. I think Eve might get it right.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I've never played Eve because that's terrifying. It's a terrifying proposition to get involved with Eve.
I also think it would be fun to be able to study planets before you get down in them, because in reality you can't just go down on just any planet, because you might end up on Venus and like die from the 3,000 degree weather, or end up on one of Jupiter's moons where you're
like everybody's racist against you.
You know, or like a gas giant where you just there's no surface and you die. Like, I think you should be able to study it. And also, I think gravity should be terrifying.
Right. like you're just constantly losing health because your bones are being crushed.
Or like your ship is getting pulled in by something's gravity and you've got to stop.
Yeah,
stop it.
That kind of thing. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that kind of thing would make a space game like... I mean, if you're going to have like 5 quintillion planets, why wouldn't most of them be like... absurdly dangerous propositions to even like navigate landing and stuff.
Yeah. So that way when you do pull it off and you've got the right gear for it, you are a badass.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool. Like if they could simulate that though, like if you go down to some planet that you haven't investigated or know nothing about, like I'm just gonna land here like a doofus. You just go down there and it's just a gas giant with like what's at the core of a gas planet? Does anyone really know?
Gas.
Like solid gas, just a solid form of gas.
I don't know.
So I
was thinking about that the other day.
So you just fly into a gas plant and be like, where's the ground? Where's the ground? And then you all of a sudden like your ship just implodes.
Yeah.
And you just get crunched down to the size of like a Coke can and like, well, that's the game.
then you have to buy it again.
That'd be good.
Like that'd be pretty interesting if that were the case.
Have you ever played Kerbal Space Program?
No, it's on my to-do list.
I tried playing it for like 2 hours one day, and at the end of it all, it was just a bunch of dead green things in space for me.
I bet it's pretty funny though.
It's very frustrating to me.
There's another space game that's really popular right now that's not finished. It's one of
it's like that crazy. It's made like $500 billion in crowdfunding.
What's it called?
Star Control or something?
Not that one.
What's the premise?
It's another one that has a name that has nothing to do with space. It's on Steam.
What's the premise of it?
The one where everything's orange?
I don't remember.
There's one where everything's orange and it has cool sound effects. I can't remember what it's called either. Yeah, there's one where it was like crowdfunded and they made like $1 bajillion, $1 gazillion. And like now people are like, half of the internet's like, this was a scam. We all got duped. And then the other half is like, no, it's wonderful. But I don't really know much about it because it seemed kind of too expensive for me.
Whatever happened to that game that's not really a space game, but you end up on the moon?
Lunar? No.
Zenith?
Oh, no.
The one where you're abandoned on the moon?
You're at that, like, it's like abandoned, like, colony, and, like, and, like,
oh, right.
It's kind of like an Outlast thing where you, like, walk around with the camera, and, like,
that'd be something to look up.
Those robots that are coming after you.
I wonder what
I think it was Lunar, wasn't it?
I think you might be right, but I don't know.
It was by Lunar Software,
right? I think that's the one.
Yeah.
We'll look it up. We'll talk about it next episode.
That looked pretty
so we can give it a fair shake.
Yeah.
Because that was definitely awesome looking.
And I'll look up the other space game too. I keep wanting to call it Ludum Dare, and I know that's not it, but it's something just absurd sounding like
Lunar
that.
Dare.
Lunar Dare.
Lunadora. The Explorer.
But yeah, space games are fun, but I think the idea, it's kind of like when you burn out on Minecraft. I feel the same way about space games a lot.
See, yeah, the thing about space games, I just think of like, great, another R-Type, which is like impossible to play. Like, I can't get into it, man. Like when people say like, oh, you seen this new space game? I just think of like bullet hell R-Type games. I'm like, not interested. But that's not the case.
I might want to retract my earlier statement that Star Fox 64 is my favorite space game. Back when I was a kid, I used to just sit at my desk and put blankets over my monitor and wait for the Windows 95 space screensaver, so that I could pretend like I was flying through space. If I could find a game that was good enough so that I could just put blankets over my TV and pretend like I'm flying through space, I'd never have to live my life.
Brady, do you have any space games?
Not really. I mean, like, I don't really play space games that often. I played Red Shift, Blue Shift.
That's okay.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Did you play any R-Type when we were playing?
No, I watched all though.
Okay.
I don't.
Man,
really...
final R-Type. I don't know about the gameplay, but the effects were pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like the little light effects that your different weapons gave off. That was pretty cool. I enjoyed that.
Space games always feel like, I feel like if mankind ever achieves like true space travel, like everybody can just get in their rocket and go off into space, there's going to be like this new kind of existentialism, and that's what I feel when I play space games, I think. Where I'm just like, what's the fucking point? Like, I don't want to shoot people. I want to just, like, I'm just going to see how far I can go until I hit the skybox. Like, I'm just going to go in one direction towards this dumb-looking planet.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, for like 2 hours later, I'm just like, oh, God.
The thing is, like, when you play a space game like that, or travel into space for real,
right,
and you try and find a planet, like, I want to see something I've never seen before, and you get there and I'm like, damn it, I've already seen all the H.R. Geiger paintings. I've already seen this.
Or like you go to the moon and you're like, well, this place is utter bullshit. They haven't even invented color TV here yet.
Oh man, when we get to travel in space, you want to go to that face mound on Mars?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
What if you get there and there's just a bunch of like drunk college teens, like in their bikinis, just playing on it, like, and it'll just be like, oh God. I remember when this was pristine nature.
I remember when this was mysterious.
Right.
And it was cool.
Do you call places on other planets nature?
It's natural.
Right, but I mean, I've never heard anybody refer to like the weird like shit in Mars as like natural or.
But does anybody like
nature
refer to an empty desert, lifeless desert as nature?
It's part
or
of
like
nature.
Right.
A tundra is
Well, that's just because like the word nature is so closely associated with like those documentaries when they go into the jungle and it's like, look at all this nature. But it's like, it's just the natural world. That's all it is.
But they also refer to it as weather too, like nature's fury.
Mother Nature.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Mother Nature. That's. I feel like that's specific to Mother Earth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what would? So like, Mars and Venus and like Saturn, Jupiter, are all named after like
Neptune
gods.
Yeah.
Like, what's Earth named after?
Earth. We don't have a name.
It's just the name of the literal.
No, it used to piss me off. Like, yeah, like
There's some background to the name.
Terra, right?
yeah. But
Yeah.
what god is that? The most terrible one. And you know, it's also bullshit. Is our like we should just call our moon Luna or something because we're just calling our moon the moon.
That's
Yeah,
having
like-
a cat and calling it cat.
Planet-
Right.
Yeah.
Which I've done that.
Get over here, dog.
I'm gonna go put on the shirt and drive the car over
man.
to the house.
Talking about all this planet stuff, I I was telling you earlier, I was watching some like weird Nephilim conspiracy videos on YouTube.
What's the other planet?
Bye, Alan.
Our new host has to abandon ship because his nose hole is bleeding
because
everywhere.
he's not even the captain. He can't even go down on the ship.
Oh, okay. Here you go. All the planets except for Earth were named after Greek and Roman gods and goddesses. The name Earth is an English/German name, which simply means the ground.
God damn, we're stupid. Adios, muchacho.
Bye, Alan.
Bye, guys. I think I'd make it a habit of leaving an hour to every planet. Bye.
Bye.
More comfy chair.
All right. So, any other talking points we got tonight?
So we covered the space games. Anything else that you want to add to space games? Oh, yeah, I think I was talking about those those Nephilim videos I was watching.
Oh yeah.
So there, because you know how like all those videos are talking about the ancient Sumerians and like how advanced they were in society and technology and all that, and how like there's weird etchings of like people in like spacesuits, presumably.
Right. And like all the motifs on the cave paintings of like Atari 2600s and stuff.
Yeah. They
predicted E.T.
and
the game, not the film.
No, that was impressive. So there's this like relief. There's this Sumerian relief where it shows a picture of our solar system with the sun in the middle.
Right.
And like that didn't come around in like Western civilization until like Galileo, and then Galileo got in trouble for it. So it was a heliocentric depiction of the solar system with 10 planets around it.
Okay.
And the last planet was
but one thing I want to know right now is this just a picture that a caveman drew of 10 circles, or
no, it's like an actual carved like Sumerian relief.
But is it just 10 circles? Is what I'm asking.
Well, yeah, but like the middle circle is the bigger one, and it's got like a flame around it, like a depiction of flames around it.
So it's 10 circles, a bigger one with squigglies.
Yeah.
Does it have any other detail?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Is
there like an arrow, like we are here kind of thing?
No.
All right. Well, anyway.
So this
Are you talking about Nibiru?
So this dude on YouTube told me
I came home to this the other day.
The 10th planet was the one that the Anunnaki were from.
Duh.
The aliens.
Well, I mean, everybody knows that.
Okay, well, now you know.
I didn't know that.
But that's Nibiru, right?
I guess. I don't know.
That's another thing that you can look up.
What is
Nibiru?
That's the Earth's twin shadow planet that
what?
will hail our demise.
Cool.
We've never seen it
What
because
crap
it's
have you been
always
looking
behind
up?
the sun.
You need to get on some Nephilim stuff.
And we've never seen its gravitational effects because the Nephilim they sabotaged my universe.
My universe. So that's it for space.
Yeah.
No more space today.
Let's put that to
This is
bed.
getting creepy.
I don't know if you wanted to cover it in this episode about foodie culture.
Yeah, you're foodie.
Right.
I don't know
So
if you
here's
wanna
the
say-
thing.
Yeah.
Here's my problem with this.
Yes.
Right.
It's very passionate too.
It is.
Right. So just imagine. Let's go back to a simpler time,
Like what, 20 years ago?
like 10 years ago.
Okay.
Just 10?
Yeah. And
Okay.
you just walk into a diner,
Yeah.
sit down. Somebody says, "What can I get you?" Say, "I don't know. I'll have a diet soda and a hamburger, please." Okie doke, it'll be right up. You want some fries with that? Sure thing.
Of course.
Ketchup's already on the table.
Yeah.
It's great.
You got 10 minutes. You get your food right there
Yeah.
at the table.
Or the counter.
Yeah.
Counter,
okay.
yeah, wherever you want to
Yeah.
sit. I've never been a counter person myself.
No. Mm-mm.
I mean, come on, you sit like a baby.
Yeah, you do. And people
That's
stare at you.
fucking bullshit. I'm a grown boy. I'm not gonna dangle my goddamn feet.
They're still very uncomfortable too.
So then you enjoy your burger, some meat, some cheese maybe. Throw some ketchup on there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Mustard if you're feeling saucy.
Pickles?
Let's keep things pretty calm.
Okay.
And you say, check please. They maybe come around the table a couple times, give you some more free fucking soda.
Yeah.
Whoever
Refill.
invented
Free
that
refill.
is a genius.
Yes.
Free diet soda.
Right, like I'm pretty sure that like that's one of those things that's in one of those books of the Bible that they cut out for being too racy.
Yeah.
What?
Jesus in his infinite wisdom and mercy invented free refills for
That's
the
great.
whole world.
That's great.
Aw. That's great.
You get your bill.
Yeah.
Woo! $7. $7.50.
Damn.
You know
Wow.
what? $8 is reasonable still.
Yeah.
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 $2 tip.
Throw down, 10 spot. Get your butt out of the table. You've just spent 30 minutes and you're on your way.
Say, thank you, ma'am or sir. Here's $2. You have a lovely day.
Right on. And that's it.
Yeah.
That's the kind of experience that America's made of.
Or should I say was?
Yeah. 10 years
God.
ago.
In comes Obama.
You went that route. Huh?
And Rachel Ray.
Rachel Ray.
Bobby Flay.
Bobby
Flay.
Flay.
That guy with the hair.
Filet
Guy
mignons.
Fieri.
Guy Fieri.
I mean,
Alton Brown,
anybody.
Gordon Ramsay.
You know what I think it was?
I
I
love
think it
Gordon
was
Ramsay.
in 2008 when man invented the avocado.
What's wrong with the avocado?
Well, let's get to that.
Yes.
Nowadays, 2015, you walk into a diner,
Yes.
right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
First thing you see, a bunch of kids. They're all sitting there
With their
with
tattoos.
their tattoos
and their dyed
and
hair.
their
Hey.
Mumford and Sons book bags.
What is it? What is
Instead
that?
of, instead,
What
of
is
Jan,
that?
instead of Jansport, it says
Right.
Mumford and Son.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I've never seen those.
It's bullshit,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
They're sitting there. Here's what you would hear in a diner 10 years ago. Ding ding ding.
Some normal conversation, quiet. Yeah.
How you doing? I'm good. I'm doing great. I love my wife. Ding ding. That was
Very
all you
laid
had.
back.
Every once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Nowadays, you walk into a diner. Here's what you hear. Look at look at this. Oh, would you look at? They
Would you
have
look at
this
this?
here. Oh, this is great. Oh, and this is just in season. Oh, isn't this wonderful?
great. I was wondering when I could get some more sweet potato
What
fries.
about when they suggest
Oh
to
my
you?
god, sweet potato fries. Give me a fucking break.
They're good.
Fries aren't meant to be sweet.
They're good.
No,
No.
no.
What about when the
You want sweet
waitress
potato fries? Just go out and eat dirt, okay?
They're good.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
they
making a
are.
stand.
Okay. You make the stand.
French fries should be fried potatoes,
Salt.
sometimes fried twice, and
Oh, that's
salt.
good. Yeah.
Super salt.
Super salty.
Super.
Dunk them in
What
some
about
ketchup.
tater tots?
Look, man.
Tater tots are another animal entirely.
Okay. Just checking.
Super salty fries is
Yeah.
the reason why you have free refills.
Right.
Yeah.
You get thirsty on them fries,
Ugh.
and you want that soda. It's
Yeah.
like the best combo, man.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just like a never-ending cycle of delicious, wonderful mouthgasms.
Oh. Oh.
So now I'm sitting down in this diner, this 2015 diner,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm looking at the menu, Where's the...
So I see Bacon Club
Yeah, they got
chicken.
the bacon-
I see Bacon Club
They got
chicken.
the
I see
Asiago kale.
They
see
have the avocado
I
burger.
see the tostada sampler.
The Tex-Mex avocado bacon burger.
Yeah.
How about just a cheeseburger, okay? So, I this has been going on for years, right? This whole agenda that they're pushing on us to fill up these menus with all this weird, crazy shit that makes no sense, that nobody can pronounce. Nobody. But you know what? I let it slide for so many years because guess what?
What?
Still was able to just say, "Hello, sir, ma'am. I'd like a cheeseburger."
Yeah. Most of
And
them
they'd
will say,
say,
okay.
"No problem, sir. How would you like it cooked?"
Yeah.
And I would say, "Chef's preference."
Have you
I've never said those
Yeah,
words.
you've never said those words.
Point being, never
Point-
been a problem.
Yeah.
Point being,
You can get it your way.
At least the memory still lingered.
they served a bacon blue cheeseburger, and I said nothing.
Exactly. Because I wasn't eating a bacon blue cheeseburger.
Right.
You would never eat that.
But so, recently, at a establishment that I won't name,
Yes.
but whose initials are Denny's, I sit down, waitress comes over, "May
Yes.
I take your order, please?" Yeah, I'd like a cheeseburger. You
And
know,
she stops dead.
the
Yeah.
the most simple food on the planet.
Yeah.
She stops
Cheese,
dead
So simple.
with a look of panic, frightened, frustration,
Yeah.
confusion on her face.
She did
Right.
look really confused.
Like a hare, which is German for rabbit.
Rabbit.
Okay.
Yeah, rabbit.
And she says, "What kind of cheeseburger?" Well, there's only one kind of cheeseburger.
Yeah.
You take beef, you grind it on up,
Add some
slap it on
seasoning.
some kind of heated surface
Yeah.
till it
Something.
browns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You throw some cheese on there.
Yeah.
You put it on a bun. There you go.
That's a cheeseburger.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
All you ever want.
You
So-
cheeseburger snob.
Yeah.
So,
Which is really weird, because, like, if you get that, you're like, how do you call me a cheeseburger snob?
right.
Yeah.
When I just want a cheeseburger. You're the one who wants a bacon blue cheeseburger.
Exactly. That's
the fancy
That's
one.
where the snobbery comes in.
Yeah.
But so this waitress has no idea what to do because guess what? America's forgotten the cheeseburger.
Not everybody.
America has forgotten the
Hey
cheeseburger.
now,
You
come
still
on.
get it from
No,
places.
come on, that's not
Listen,
fair.
I can still.
Yeah.
Shoney's, man.
Shoney's.
They're getting pretty close.
Really?
Do they
O'Toole's.
look, here's what you should have on your menu when you have a cheeseburger: CHEESEBURGER.
Oh, the all-American burger.
Dash.
Oh. You're
However
going
many
that
pounds
way.
patty,
Yeah.
Couldn't
etc.
couldn't you just be happy that they have it?
No,
I mean,
because first of all,
Because he's
okay,
being
so
forced,
here's the first layer
because
of
he's
horse shit.
He's being forced to order.
say it.
He's
They
being
want-
forced to
They
order
want
the
you
all-American
to.
That's
burger.
They
true.
want you to
That's true.
say their branded cheeseburger.
what's wrong with that?
It's
though?
horse shit. That's what's wrong with it. I'll
Do
never
what they
do it.
say.
I'm never
Just
gonna
do what they
it.
say, Will.
I'm never gonna do it. I'm never gonna say the all American.
I do it all the time.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Just say
It's
it.
called a
just-
cheeseburger.
It's just a couple
Yeah,
of little words.
like they don't know what a cheeseburger
Right.
is.
Yeah.
This is the problem with today.
Yeah.
We have a language.
Mm-hmm.
The language is meant to communicate clearly,
Yeah.
and things have been going really fine.
Mm-hmm.
And now you want me to say the Verizon Wireless All-American Blue Cheeseburger.
You added some extra
Fuck
branding.
you. Fuck you, Shoney's. I'll have the cheeseburger.
All right, I'm so sorry.
That's what the memoirs of my life is going to be called. I'll have the cheeseburger. ... No, just a regular cheeseburger. ... Just a burger with cheese and nothing else. ... I'll have the all-American cheeseburger plain.
Can I ghostwrite that for you?
Yeah.
Okay. What about at O'Toole's? They'll do it.
Right. I
And
mean,
it's-
that's
and
the
it
thing.
says
Most of
it's
these
on
places will do it.
Yeah. You said all of America, though.
No, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
Where have you ever been that says cheeseburger on the menu?
Doesn't it say that?
No,
Lakeside Tavern.
no prefix, no
Lakeside-
suffix. Do they
Lakeside
have a
Tavern?
menu?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
They do.
But you don't want to touch
Right,
it.
yeah.
No, you don't.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That menu is at least 10 years old.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nowadays,
That's true.
there's no such thing as
A
cheeseburger.
Yeah.
So,
There's the
And you know
BK
what?
double stack.
What
and
is
this
it
is
at
just
those
a
other
symptom.
diners?
This is just the symptom
The Village.
of this
No,
whole
it's not.
food snobbery thing. This is the same kind of thing. This is why you can't go to most restaurants and get a 89-cent coffee. You got to get the $4.79 cafe.
Well, that's because
With an accent.
That's because Starbucks
Right,
up the ante.
right. But that's what I'm saying. As someone with a pretty limited income, I should be able to go out and say, you know what? I've had a hard day. I'm going to have a cheeseburger. And then I just say that to somebody. 5 minutes later, they say, here's your cheeseburger. That'll be $2.
Perfect.
Do you know who will still do that for you?
Who?
Burger King. Because
Uh,
it's have it your way.
You know what, though?
What?
I'm imagining this is a prediction for you.
Yeah.
By 2017, you will no longer be able to go
No.
through any drive-through and say, I'll have a cheeseburger.
No,
What will you
don't
say?
make that prediction.
What will you-
Right now, already, you can't say it at McDonald's.
What
you
is
know what a double
McDonald's?
cheeseburger is?
What is it?
It's a McDouble.
Oh, noes.
So, it's a sad day. America's dead, and we're all just swimming through its corpse.
So, did you want to finish? I think you need to finish your Denny story, though.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That was great.
Back to Denny's.
Yeah.
What kind of cheeseburger do you want? I'll just have a plain cheeseburger.
Yeah.
We don't have one of the. We have the build
can't-
your own burger.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Maybe we can build your own burger, and then you can do that way. And I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, sure, whatever makes it easier for you to type it in the computer, whatever, you know.
Yeah,
I'm never a dick about it,
No, you aren't. You aren't.
you are.
but you know
Not
what?
to their face.
Inside,
You're raging.
I'm on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And
Preach it.
You
So-
make that known. After.
I say, yeah, sure, that's fine, whatever. So what do you want on it? Just the normal bread, the normal cheese, the normal meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
And she's like, you have to tell me because I don't know.
She just couldn't
She doesn't know what it is.
She couldn't do a cheeseburger.
And you know what? It's not her fault.
No.
She lives in a society where you're expected to have the Asiago bun
Yeah.
and the pepper jack cheese and the avocado burger with Texas Pete
And honey.
and honey.
Ew.
And you put mayo on there.
There's nothing wrong with mayonnaise. That's normal.
Disgusting.
That's normal.
Mayonnaise is not normal.
It is normal.
This is not a discussion about mayonnaise.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
So I grit my teeth.
Yes.
I'm fuming.
Yeah.
Just fire is coming out of every orifice.
Yeah, it was visible.
And I say, I'll have the regular bun. I'll have the American cheese. I'll have the beef patty.
Didn't you kind of just point to it at that point?
She was pointing.
I was so enraged I can barely remember.
She
Yeah.
was pointing. Will was just like
Yeah. Okay.
staring off.
Regardless,
Yeah.
after the order, we're just sitting there. I cannot believe the situation I have been put through.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that my American establishment, Denny's,
Yeah.
which I will not name,
The big D. Home with the big D.
home of the Lincoln pork and the Huba steak,
Ew.
Oh, for real?
That's not a real thing.
It was, though.
Was it?
It was on the menu
Nuh-uh.
several years ago.
No.
Yeah. They were promoting like a tour or something.
Oh,
The
no.
Huba steak.
regardless, my American institution has forgotten the cheeseburger.
no.
We're so far down the tubes, people,
Aw.
that the cheeseburger is dead. Long live the cheeseburger.
You need to finish the story, though.
Here's the icing on the cake.
It's okay. It's okay.
Here's the coup de grace.
Yes.
Here's what drove the stake through the dragon's heart. We get our food.
Yeah.
I'm psyched. I don't know about y'all.
I was looking forward to it.
After all, everything you've been through for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I fought for it.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Yeah.
I open it up to put the ketchup on. I put the ketchup on myself. I'm not about to burden you with my desire for like specific condiments. Just give it to me plain.
Yeah.
I'll handle it.
You can take care of the rest.
I can handle it myself.
Yeah.
I put the best ketchup on the best burger, and it's great. It's fabulous. It's
I've had
wonderful.
several burger chefs come to me personally, tell me you have done an amazing job, and I'm very proud of it.
Yeah. Spot on. Great.
I open it up to put the ketchup on my burger.
Yeah.
And guess what's staring straight back at me
boy.
into my face?
What is
Oh
it?
boy.
It's called a chicken patty.
A chicken breast.
A chicken breast.
Are burgers made with chicken?
Last time I checked, in the state of Virginia, in the proud nation of the United States of America,
Yes.
that was a beef product.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
I didn't order the chicken burger.
So at this point, it's bordering on surreal. I thought I was
Yeah.
having a fever dream about some sort of North Korea takeover situation.
You were really pissed
Can you
that
believe
day.
that?
I can, actually.
Yeah, I can. I can believe that because they're just if they had that much issue.
But
with
she was all over the
making-
place, man. She was just like freaking all over the place.
But this
And the
is
thing
Denny's,
and
right?
we were
Yeah.
right next to like the cook's window. Like,
Yeah.
if the waitress didn't hear it, you know the freaking cook heard you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so here's the thing, like this was at Denny's, right?
Yeah.
This is the last hope for
And there weren't
American
that many people there, were
diner.
Mm-mm.
there? It's not
Right.
that many people.
We weren't at like some sort of like crazy people dress up to go out to eat place.
Yeah, not a
Right.
fancy restaurant.
We weren't at a
Tobacco
some kind of
company.
foodie
Right.
No.
exclusive blah blah blah.
It's just
restaurant.
that has permeated
Right.
so
Yeah.
far down into the roots.
If I had said Asiago, watermelon,
Ew.
focaccia, spagooter,
Asparagus.
right?
Asparagus bun. Make the bun out of asparagus.
Yeah, tofu,
Ew.
etc. burger. Yeah,
Like,
no
like,
problem.
oh, sure,
no
yeah.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right on it, man.
It would have come right.
We just put A in our little booklet for that because everybody.
I might have
orders
gotten
it.
a fancy burger, and I think mine came fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the plain chicken. It wasn't even like a chicken like melt on their menu. It was like on a. It was like
like a chicken
you
breast.
wouldn't be able to tell unless you took the bun off. Like
Yeah.
all those sandwiches, all the chicken sandwiches on their menu are like on toast with
Uh-huh.
like bacon and like some kind of like chipotle sauce or whatever.
Yeah.
And like Will got this thing, and it's a literal burger bun.
Uh-huh.
He takes the bun off, and it's a freaking chicken patty.
Didn't it have cheese
Like-
on it too?
Yeah, and it had a melted cheese on
It
it,
had cheese on
and
it.
like not
It was
like.
just chicken breast and cheese.
Yeah, you can still see the square outline of the
I
melt.
don't even think it had like
melted
any
cheese
sauce
on
or
it.
anything on
No,
it. Did
no,
it?
that
It was just
well,
the.
Will ordered a plain burger.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. No sauce on the chicken.
So when he does it, and it's like, I kind of
It's
thought for a
it's
second.
okay.
I kind of thought for a second,
Okay.
like, this is a joke.
It'll be
Th-
okay.
Yeah, they're fucking with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm like, they're fucking with me.
I
all
thought
right?
maybe it was a joke. Like this guy has put me through so much. I'm gonna get
This
one
guy's
over.
put me through so much
Yeah.
trying to make me serve him a plain ass cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, my food tastes are very specific.
They are.
And they're very easy to accommodate.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
purposeful.
That is true.
I'm not trying to make any kind of bullshit for nobody.
Well, when they're that simple,
Yeah.
it's got to be done right.
Yeah.
it doesn't even, I mean, like, you know, you cook it a little bit too well, you cook it a little bit too rare, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just the cook.
You
though,
throw
like-
some kind of crazy cheese on there, I can deal with
But
it.
that's just like that can be remedied.
Right.
I'm talking about like you can't magically turn, like, you can cook a patty longer.
Mm-hmm.
You can't turn chicken into hamburger.
That was another apocryphal book of the New Testament.
Oh, yeah?
Jesus turned all the chickens in town into hamburgers.
To hamburgers. Oh, man.
And everybody was like, what happened to my chicken?
So I was expecting the world to be like...
I really thought he was...
I was expecting the world to be like all jovial. Not jovial, but like laughing about me. Be like,
Really?
excuse me, this is chicken.
I thought
She's
he
like,
was...
oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't
I'm
think
sorry,
he'd be-
sweetheart. Let me get that for you.
There's no messing with Will's cheeseburgers. He doesn't take kindly.
It's just, come on, America.
When do you... See, and that's the thing. Like, when you finally did get your order right, like...
Was it...
Did you enjoy
Yeah,
that?
did you
Is that
enjoy it?
memorable for you?
Nah.
No, you didn't remember that. 'cause
You
it's
only remember the chicken.
Yeah. And the fact that he couldn't order a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. And you know what? Now everything's $12.
Yeah.
You want a burger? All right, that'll be $14. When is that gonna?
A spicy chicken sandwich. The sandwich.
Yeah.
At Wendy's is $5.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
just
You know
the
what?
Sandwich.
No.
We've had enough.
I'm going to Little Caesars.
yeah.
For $5,
Right.
I'm going to Little Caesars. You can
can't-
take that chicken sandwich and you can shove it up your ass.
I can't eat Little Caesars all the time. I can't do
I
it.
can.
I'm glad you can, but I cannot.
$5 for a sandwich.
Yeah.
Get out of here, man.
This is America.
It's the economy, guys.
Are you
It's
kidding
the
me?
economy.
And the combo was like $8.
Yeah, it's expensive.
See, this is the worst part though, is that like everybody's poor now.
Yeah.
But I think it's like maybe the rich people got poor and they're like, ew, peasant food. I want to buy the cheese.
Do you really think they hyped up the price because the rich people got poorer and now they want to feel like they're
Yeah,
eating?
because now McDonald's is just like, oh shit, all these rich people are poor now. We can start doing some crazy whack shit with our burgers.
That is true. That is true. Maybe it is.
It's just,
Yeah.
what are you going to do?
What are you
man.
going to do?
I mean, I remember like last year or the year before, McDonald's was like, "Oh, our profits aren't nearly as much as we thought they'd be. Like, we might be going bankrupt."
Yeah.
No, how about a burger for $7?
Yep.
The burger, the sandwich,
The burger.
Right.
for $7. You remember when Hardee's
did that.
Hardee's trying to turn around into like a marketing campaign.
Yes,
Like,
the $6 burger.
Right.
Aren't you proud to eat a $6
It
burger?
wasn't
Yeah.
that great. It wasn't $6 worth.
You paid it.
And you know
paid
what?
$6
This
for
kind
it.
of
I
things
did.
happened in the past too. Lobster. That used to be poor people food.
Yeah,
Did it?
Yeah. And then rich
because
people
those
were
like
like,
fishermen were
Oh,
like,
that's true, yeah.
I got some lobster
That's
to
true.
eat.
a shitload of lobster.
Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty sure caviar was like
So
that.
lobster, you
Goose
think rich
was
people
like that,
food.
too.
So
Right.
rich, you're talking about like rich people were like the hipsters, like, oh, I'm cool like the poor people.
Right.
I'm gonna go eat poor people food.
Right.
And now
then-
poor people food's
It's
like
yeah.
Yeah, what are the poor people
$25
gonna eat
for
now?
a lobster tail.
Right.
The
It's
poor
ridiculous.
people wanted the turkey for Thanksgiving, but they got the goose.
I'm
Now
sitting
it's like,
here,
ooh, goose.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
telling you now, these rich people better step off, stop this food gentrification. Because when I'm 70 years old,
Yeah.
I want to get a $2 cheeseburger still.
Do you think that's going to happen,
No,
though?
man.
No,
I don't think it
it'll be
is.
happening a year from now.
I don't think you'll be
Oh.
able to make a burger for yourself for $2. Like, I don't think if you go to like the grocery store,
You can't do
and
that
you buy
now.
excuse me,
Sorry.
and you buy meat in bulk, and you buy meat in bulk, and you
Yes.
buy buns in bulk, and you buy
Yes.
cheese in bulk,
Yes.
and you just make it all into like delicious burgers.
I know.
Like, how much is that burger worth? Think that's $2?
Probably around that.
You think so?
That's disgusting.
I think it depends on how many burgers you make out of it.
Maybe if you like buy it wholesale from a farm and like grind the meat yourself and then grill it.
That's too much trouble.
No, see, but that's the thing. That would be artisanal beef.
Yeah.
You would be paying 8 times more for that.
$1 for that.
No,
A local
this is
farm.
for me. This is for me.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You're buying,
If you get-
you're buying local farm
Yeah.
raised beef.
Yeah.
Grass-fed,
You're not going to be able to buy
natural.
that cheap.
No.
Damn.
It's more expensive to get natural and grass-fed beef than it is for just regular.
That's what I'm saying. These rich folk move in on these poor foods.
Mm-hmm.
They nest there and let their
Fester.
disgusting
They fester.
tentacles just saturate get all the mud in there and
okay.
all the
It's
their
okay.
little rich people
It's
germs
okay.
and it festers
It's
and
okay.
ugh.
It's okay. It'll
No-
be okay.
no,
It's an avocado chimichurri burger with watermelon garnish
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
and bean sprouts.
Oh
Watermelon
my
is
god!
disgusting.
Those are my favorite. No, they fucking aren't. So
Like you're saying, if you like avocado, eat avocado.
right,
Don't call it a burger.
right. That's the thing. It's like you go up to somebody now. Oh yeah, I like burgers. Oh, I like burgers too. No, you don't.
Maybe they're
Let's be honest about it.
Maybe-
No, you don't.
maybe they're charging for it as art because everybody's taking pictures of their food now.
Oh God,
Maybe that's the thing.
I mean, that's definitely like a part of the problem.
it's the Twilight Zone.
But it's happening. It's real, Will. Would you ever eat a fancy burger?
Why would I? I like burgers.
I know, but would you ever eat like one that just has barbecue sauce on it or something?
I mean,
You
if
like
they
barbecue
accidentally
sauce?
got barbecue sauce on it, I'm not going to be.
So you
a
wouldn't
dick
do
and
it
be
on
like,
you
"Take
wouldn't
it
do it on
back."
purpose.
Right.
Okay.
So I like cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with chocolate ice cream. I like chocolate ice cream.
Yeah.
I don't like
You don't like
double
stuff in it.
fudge stuffed with extra chocolate ice cream. Because you know what? You can't add. That's like you can't add chocolate to chocolate and call it anything but chocolate.
right.
Why couldn't you?
If it's double chocolate, it means they're doing weird shit with it. I don't want a part of that.
Double the chocolate.
Double the chocolate. You know what a double chocolate ice cream is? That's 2 scoops.
But we
It's 2
talked
scoops
about
of
this.
chocolate
We
ice
talked
cream.
about this.
Right.
And it like the Klondike bar.
Yeah. That's double chocolate because they're describing 2 things. They're describing the outer layer and the inner layer.
But there, I mean, the other Klondike bars are other stuff. Like there's like the vanilla kind, the original, which is just original, and that has chocolate
Right, but
and
there would
vanilla.
be confusion because you would see a Klondike bar labeled chocolate and you'd be like, Klondike bars already have chocolate. But if they're like double chocolate, you can be
know.
like, oh, so like both of the elements of this are chocolate.
I just think it's like extra chocolatey. That's what I
There's
think.
no such thing.
Like
That's
dark
like
chocolate.
That's like if you put enough. All right, so
Like what if you did milk chocolate and dark chocolate together? That's a double chocolate. That's two types of
that's
chocolate.
just like semi-dark chocolate.
No.
Yeah, it's
Is it?
diluting
Yeah.
the dark chocolate.
But wouldn't it be?
It's like if
a
okay, so
deeper
let's take a
milk
cheese.
chocolate
Let's
then?
go back to the cheeseburger.
Yes.
You have your you have your bun.
Yes.
You have your meat.
Yes.
Put cheese on there. Already, it's no longer a burger.
Yeah.
It's a cheeseburger. Be
Okay.
clear about that.
Yeah.
Put some
Normal.
condiments on there. Okay.
Okay.
Put some onions on there. Starting to
Ew.
get weird.
Ew.
Throw
Gross.
some tomato on there.
Okay, that's
What's
fine.
going on?
T-
Throw some lettuce on
Pickles.
there. Did somebody drop their salad?
Pickles.
Then you start putting like other shit on there. And at what point is it like
When do you stop?
yeah, you get it 2 feet up in the air, and you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that's a big burger. I'm gonna say that's a tiny burger buried in a bunch of shit.
So yeah, that's the you just described an experience
But
at Five Guys.
most people eat their cheeseburgers with like lettuce, tomato, and pickles and onions.
Right. Well, I like
That's how it goes.
cheeseburgers more than
That's
most people.
Yeah, but that's
Like so your typical like Five Guys burgers fan, like they have such giant burgers. These burgers are huge.
you can get it
Right.
without
And
the stuff
I
on
ordered
it.
a plain cheeseburger and it was just like
Yeah, it's tiny. Yeah,
squished all the way down.
it's like any other fast food joint,
yeah.
except for it's $15
That's because they make their patties.
Fuck you, Five Guys.
They make the patties so small.
Right, so you can fit all this other stuff on. All right, so like let's
two
do
patties.
it this way. Let's say
Well, 2 patties is like
I really love
It's more, yeah.
breathing oxygen.
Yeah.
My brain requires oxygen. All my cells need oxygen. My blood takes the oxygen
Yeah.
to the individual cells. It's
just do
a
it naturally.
complicated process.
Yeah.
I love it. You know what? I'm gonna have a few
love
more
it.
other things in there too, because pure oxygen, boy howdy, that'll get you
That'll
pretty
get you
fucking
high.
buzzed. But you know what?
True story.
I'm not gonna go around saying like, you know what? I'm a huge fan of oxygen. So you know what I do? I add Asiago cheese to my oxygen.
oh yeah.
I'm going to put 3 bacons on this oxygen.
Yeah.
Because you know what happens then?
What happens?
You suffocate. You die. Real quick.
So you're saying you need cheeseburgers to live?
What I'm saying is that if you like to breathe oxygen,
Yeah.
you don't put other stuff in there. It doesn't make it more oxygen-y if you put things that aren't oxygen in your oxygen.
Yeah.
If you put more oxygen in there, you're just breathing denser oxygen. You're not breathing double oxygen.
Yeah. Do you think people who vape would make things that, like, were food tasting?
Oh, they do.
Do they?
Yeah.
Like cheeseburger flavored?
I'm sure it exists, but they
gross.
have a million different flavors.
Gross.
Is that enjoyable?
I've never done it.
I don't know.
I mean, I could see chocolate being a very favorite one, but, like...
You smoked a chocolate cigar once, right, Will?
Yeah.
Ew.
How was that?
It was better than a regular cigar.
Have you smoked a regular cigar?
I've smoked a Cuban cigar.
Oh, fancy.
Talk about
Fancy.
snobs.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
smoked 1 Cuban cigar and 1 chocolate flavored black and mild. So,
What was that?
I like grape.
basically, I don't have to experience the rest of cigars, right?
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah. You're
You
done.
smoked the best.
Entire cigar situation.
Yeah,
handled.
you've smoked the best cigars.
And the worst.
And the worst. Yeah.
We did
And
a
the
black
worst
and
was a little
mild
bit
one
better because
time.
it tasted chocolatey.
I smoked
We
a
smoked-
regular black and mild. And It was disgusting.
It was gross. It was so gross.
But,
So gross.
Pretty rancid.
You know
It
what, though?
was.
Like, out of all the smells on Earth, if I smell a black and mild, it's not the most...
It's not the most unpleasant.
I mean, I'd prefer a black and mild over any scented
Oh no,
candle.
I love the smell of like that and like pipe smoke, pipe tobacco.
I like,
particularly.
yeah, I love pipe
I like
tobacco
that
smoke.
because like for a while I was considering like I should start smoking a pipe, but like I can't stand the taste of smoke in my mouth is so gross.
Yeah.
But I love the smell of
My
it.
grandfather used to smoke a pipe, and it just, like, it reminds me of that.
That's great. I mean, I love the smell anyway.
There's
It
this
smells
weird,
so
like,
good.
weird pedophile dude that was like a Cub Scout dude. He
That you
smoked-
knew?
Yeah, he smoked
Oh.
a pipe.
Oh, so I shouldn't smoke pipes then.
Well, I'm just saying.
Is that how he like got the kids to calm down?
Oh my gosh.
I don't think he was really a pedophile. I mean, he was a pedophile because, like, who's going to get
What do you
involved
mean
with
he
the
wasn't
scouts
really?
that isn't a pedophile?
Oh, I
On some
you
level.
What?
On some level.
Well,
Wow.
that's, I don't know.
Hey, it's a rough world we live in.
You're very, like
Are you
black
saying?
and white.
Are you saying like all
It's
youth,
just-
all adult
There's no-
youth leaders are?
Yo,
Not necessarily. You're very cut and dry on these areas, aren't you?
that'll be a topic for
necessarily.
another podcast.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that sounds good.
So I don't know. I guess we can wrap it up. I've said my 2 cents, which would now be $8 fucking now on food fucking gentrification.
Yes.
But and like I know burgers are near and dear to your heart, but it's
Yeah.
not just burgers; it's everything.
I know, like
Freaking
Alan was saying,
cupcakes.
Tacos, burritos.
Yeah, you
Burritos.
can't go out and get a donut
a donut,
nowadays.
Krispy Kreme glazed donut.
Right.
That's what I want. Only one.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't want sprinkles. I don't want it filled with like
You don't want
pastry cream.
Right.
You want
It's
Fruit
disgusting.
Loops on top?
No.
Fruity
It's-
Pebbles?
It is
disgusting.
disgusting.
You like chocolate
Plain.
iced?
Cupcakes are kind of one of the worst nowadays.
Oh, cupcakes, yes.
Well, yeah. Well, because
And what-
they're
Fancy cupcakes.
Okay, so all right, this is going to be like another 15 minutes. It grinds my gears.
Yes.
this is the official segment.
That
Yes.
Will, what grinds your gears?
Here we go, right? So everybody knows, pizza, burgers, cupcakes, donuts, ice cream.
Yeah.
They're all fun.
Yeah.
They're inherently fun.
Yeah.
Inherently simple.
Right.
Yes.
That's the thing. They're cheap, they're simple, they're fun.
Yeah.
And like hardly anyone
Great for
does
parties.
not like a burger or a cupcake or a donut.
Right.
Yeah.
And the thing is nowadays every adult is broken. They're just a pile of miserable secrets.
Aww.
And they're unable to enjoy life without some sort of strings attached, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't say, I'm going to go, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to go have a cupcake. They have to, like, put these strings on it.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's a boutique cupcake place that
That's got like
serves
fresh ginger
$12
cupcakes.
ginger cupcakes.
I'm not gonna lie, Red Velvet is pretty good.
Red Velvet, that was like nowadays you'd say Red Velvet and people would be like, you fucking plebe.
What?
But like 10 years ago, Red Velvet, that was like the fucking Cadillac of
it
cakes.
was.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Nowadays it's like, what are you doing? Red Velvet? Are you kidding me?
It's so good though. It's so good.
But yeah, so these grown-ups, write this down, kids.
Yes.
Grown-ups ruined fun.
They did. Yeah. They did.
They said, I'm not able to have fun. I'm not able to go out. I don't want to go out and pay $2 for a cheeseburger. I want to get all dressed up. I want to go down. I want to spend $14.
Yeah.
And I want so much things on my burger that at the end of the day, it's not even a burger anymore. So
that's perverted.
They're not doing it quickly.
Yeah.
They're not doing it cheaply.
And
they're not doing it simply.
Ooh.
There's no fun left in America.
Do you remember that Sunday we just heard about? The Sunday?
In Las Vegas.
In Las Vegas. It's like $1,000 or more just for the Sunday. And it's made with like gold leaf.
I think in that case, that's just like a sign of like Las Vegas extravagance though. It's like crazy rich people are
go there specifically for that place.
Because they're insane and they're rich.
Yeah, I guess. Who's going to pay that much for something you're just going to poop out later?
That's on a different level. That's just like... But like... If things continue...
Right. Then we're all going to be staring at $1,000 gold Sundays and wishing for the...
Don't let that happen!
Wishing for the days when a Sunday was just...
$16.
$16.
I just want 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream.
12 flavors of ice cream and none of them tasted good.
Wow.
So yeah. I don't know how to fight that. Do you?
You know what?
Just don't buy it?
Go out, write your senator.
Yeah.
Tell him this food gentrification has gone too far.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it.
What if he's a fan of it?
And then some drastic measures will have to come into play.
Time to vote him out.
So, yeah, that's my 2 cents on the topic.
Mm-hmm.
From now on, I'm making a vow whenever I go to a Mexican restaurant. I'm sick of having shit tostadas and shit burritos that have no flavor at all. It's just flavorless ass beef with like
you don't eat
gross
tostadas.
Cheese. And it's just disgusting. It's just freaking disgusting, man. It's like
tacos, man.
I love Mexican food so much, but I feel like I've eaten so much of it. And I go to a place, I'm like, oh, I want the freaking enchilada burrito bean plate, and it all just tastes like the same shit I'm shoveling in my mouth. I'm sick of that. Whenever I'm going to a Mexican restaurant, I'm ordering 4 hard shell beef tacos with extra cheese. I just want to taste the cheese so I can get the fuck out of there.
Now you know why I don't like going to the Mexican restaurants as much as you do.
Curtis,
I'm sick of it.
Hear
me now!
Curtis is so into Mexican restaurants.
So into it. So into it.
If you ever have to ride in a car with Curtis, here's what'll happen.
Lord have mercy.
He'll come pick you up, big old smile on his face. You'll think, why is he in such a good mood? Doesn't life suck? Isn't life horrible? And then you'll get into your car, you'll close the door, Curtis will start the old car up, and guess what? He has it tuned to the Mexican radio. AM, what is it? AM?
I can't remember. Like
1280 or something.
Yeah, something like
that.
And he's just listening to that Mexican restaurant radio.
Windows down. Windows down. Arm out.
Daydreaming about tacos.
Yeah.
And then you're like, what do you want to eat for dinner? And he's like, you just guessed.
But it's like, for the past like 2 or 3 years, whenever like I still get super excited about going to a Mexican restaurant, but I'm always like, feel sick and I feel shitty and I feel awful by the time we're done, because I was like, this was not good. This did not taste good. This had no flavor, nothing to it. It was awful.
And then me and Will go, I told you so.
Yeah, every time. So I'm making a vow right now. Tacos only.
You did
Nothing
it last
else.
time.
I
You
did.
did
It
this
was
every
great.
time.
It was better.
Was it?
It wasn't great, but it was a better experience. Because
Right.
Brandy gave me her leftovers from her plate. I was like,
Maybe.
I took one bite. I was like, this is crap. I'm not taking another bite of this.
Yeah.
So tacos only from now on.
Hey.
Yeah, you could just do tacos and rice.
So yeah, take a stand. You like food? Good for you.
Yeah.
You like food?
Plaza Azteca, you're on notice.
Putting you on blast. Why don't you have those mariachi bands all the time? Throw those guys some money. They're the only reason to go to your damn
We still
restaurant.
haven't seen
I've
them.
never even seen them.
We tried to go see them.
They are a gas. They are so great. They
You're
are
trying to get us to
amazing.
go.
It's probably the best experience you'll ever experience in your life. A real live mariachi band.
I've seen
coming
one.
straight up to your table.
We went on a
You put-
Thursday, and you were
you
like,
put
they're
some-
going to be here. This is going to be
You put some
excellent.
dollar bills in the big giant guitar.
Yeah.
They'll play you any song you want.
That's
Any?
awesome, dude.
Any song?
Brilliant.
That's cool.
Wow.
I really want. I did see a mariachi band at a Mexican restaurant when I was like a little kid, when I was like 11 or 10 years old.
Oh.
I thought it was really cool.
We have down the street from us. We have some neighbors from Mexico, and they celebrated the Cinco de Mayo
Oh, wow. Okay.
like big time.
Really?
Like I don't live like in a neighborhood where people celebrate things. It's mostly just like
Retirees and
you just look out for who has the dead car
Yeah.
in their yard, and it's mostly me.
yeah.
There's families just yelling at each other out in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's it's just out of control.
Your neighbor has
It's
a
not a nice
flagpole.
neighborhood.
It's not out of
not that
control. It's
bad.
kind of lazy.
It's out of control.
Your neighbor has that flagpole that's very nice
That's out of
and lit up.
These guys spared no expense. I've never seen
Wow.
a party in my neighborhood.
Wow.
A party in my neighborhood is like 3 people sitting on a porch crying.
Yeah.
That's the party. That's the party zone.
Was it to the right or to the left of your house?
To the right. They're
Oh,
right,
okay.
right on the corner.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
They
yeah.
were having a blast.
Wow.
I was having fun in my room just listening
Just
to what was
listening?
going on.
Oh, that's so cute.
And I come out, and it was the same mariachi band from Plaza Azteca.
Oh, no
Oh,
way.
wow.
I really should have just gone over there.
Yeah.
Just chilled out, listened to this, my favorite band.
Why didn't you call us?
It was great. I saw the dude, and I was like, you guys are at Plaza Azteca, right? And he was like, yep, that's us. I was like, you guys are brilliant.
Why didn't you call us? That could have been our time to see it.
Is that what you wanted to say, or is that what you
Dang
did
it.
That's
say?
what I said.
Aww.
And I
Was
was
he-
like,
was he like-
thanks, I guess. He was like a little worried.
Aw.
He was like, great, we had to leave.
Mostly we just like sing like Margaritaville to drunk moms.
Well, you are kind of intimidating.
What was the song you requested that they play?
I requested La Malagueña.
Is that it?
Great song.
Yeah, pretty good.
And they nailed it. It was like their own rendition. It was crazy.
What does that mean? The blood?
I don't know.
When it sounds
No.
like language.
I think it's some kind of dance.
Okay,
Who knows?
Anyway,
cool, man. I want to see
mariachi
him.
bands. That's probably the top band.
Well, you should ask them where they're playing,
Yeah.
They play Thursdays. They just weren't there that Thursday.
man.
Oh, come on.
I'm telling you, it's just.
If we go up there again, they're going to be like, they're not here this week.
Well, definitely, if you guys go back up, you got to call first.
Okay. Why don't you just call for us?
Say, is the mariachi band there? Are they playing? How long are they going to play?
Yeah.
And they say, oh no, they're off today. You say, fuck you, eat my shit. Please
I'm only
give this
gonna-
number a call when they come back.
I'm only gonna come eat your shitty, bland tacos if the mariachi band is there.
They spice it up
They do.
every time.
Yeah, man.
Go out, support your local mariachi band.
Woo.
Real.
So I guess that wraps us up.
Yeah.
Challenge for this week. I was thinking maybe we could record some gameplay. You know what I was thinking would be pretty fun?
What's
What?
that?
Super Mario Brothers Numero Uno
Ooh.
Stealth.
What is
no
that?
kills.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
You know what? That
that?
extends into the lore.
What?
Because let me tell you, you hear all this crazy Super Mario Brothers lore.
Yeah.
The Mushroom Kingdom, all the inhabitants.
Yeah.
You know what they did with them?
What?
Turn him into
old King Koopa.
Koopas.
No, they turned him into maybe I
The
don't
Super
really remember.
Koopas.
They turned him into the blocks.
What?
So you know what that means?
No blocks?
No kills means no hitting blocks, no killing enemies.
Where did you get? No, hold on.
I'm
You
telling
have
you.
to,
you get this
you
lore?
have to say small.
You go
all
and
the time?
read the
Where'd you get this lore?
pamphlet, read the manual.
Of the
What
original
manual?
of the Mario Brothers 1.
I'll bring it up right now.
Yeah, do it.
But yeah, they turned them all into bricks.
No
And so
way.
that's what I'm saying. A no kills run would be no bricks, no enemies squished.
How do you get past the main bad guys?
That's what I'm saying. That's going to be the toughest
You can't
part.
do
Yeah.
that, man.
Right, I know.
It's not possible.
Right, but that's the challenge: is how far can you get?
Like level
The
1.
farthest you could get is like the world
that.
1, 2.
Yeah.
When you're on
Well,
the ground.
Maybe.
Well, you
not.
have to smash those blocks in order to...
Yeah,
No.
Yeah,
You
that's
don't?
what I'm saying.
You have to be small.
to get through,
Yeah.
right?
You can't become super.
Hey,
I mean, maybe it's possible, but until you get to a main boss,
No, you can still do it.
can you still do
Oh wait,
it?
can you kill Koopa?
no.
What?
Yeah, that's what I mean. How do you
So
get
that would
past
be the
him?
end, that would be
Right.
the end of the
That'd
game.
be the end of the. Okay.
So the first Koopa in the first castle,
Yeah.
maybe.
One day, the kingdom of the peaceful mushroom people was invaded by the Koopa, a tribe of turtles famous for their black magic. The
Whoa.
quiet, peace-loving mushroom people were turned into mere stones, bricks, and even field horsehair plants.
Oh, what?
And the mushroom kingdom fell into ruin.
Wow.
The only one who can undo the magic spell on the mushroom people and return to their normal selves is the Princess Toadstool, the daughter of the Mushroom King. Unfortunately, she is presently in the hands of the great Koopa Turtle King.
Oh.
Mario, the hero of the story,
Maybe.
Get that.
Maybe.
Get that fucking Dark Souls shit right there.
Well, I mean, like,
This is
what does
in
that
the
even
manual.
mean? Maybe.
Mario, the hero of the story, parentheses, maybe, hears about the Mushroom People's plight and sets out on a quest to free the Mushroom Princess from the evil Koopa and restore the fallen kingdom of the Mushroom People. You are Mario. It's up to you to save the Mushroom People from the black magic of the Koopa.
Whoa, dude.
This is nothing like the Mario like we know now.
Right. So, what do you think? You think that'll be fun?
That could be
fun. Yeah,
interesting.
that'd be
Let's get
fun.
Alan over here and we'll do it.
Yeah.
That could be cool.
All right.
All right, cool.
So that has been the
Dirty Nerd Cast.
Oh gosh.
first podcast.
First podcast.
First podcast.
Dirty
Thanks
Nerd.
for joining us on this God journey.
Okay, Rick.
See you next time.
All right.
Boo.